Good morning, my friends, or early afternoon, rather. Apologies, I'm on here a bit later than is the norm. I have been trying to honor my body and rest and relax my shoulder. It's still in quite a bit of pain. It's way better today than it has been, so that's great. But still, got to move with ease and with caution and be very aware of all of my movements. Otherwise, I end up with that searing, pulling pain, working on stretching and all this stuff. So, without further ado, today's medicine is coming to you courtesy of the Wild Dreams Oracle. But we are going to do things a little bit different. If you guys have been following along since the new year, you've kind of heard me say per verbatim, we are still in the year of the snake, which is the year of 2025. The actual new year for the planet doesn't start until springtime. For the Chinese zodiac, the new year begins in February. This is going to be the year of the horse. So some of you have heard, some of you haven't, depending on if you've been catching me or not. The year of the snake, it wasn't meant to be a good year necessarily for any of us. We had to slither slowly through our lessons. We had to kind of be low to the ground so we could see the things that are actually happening. So we could be totally observant instead of being way up top and looking down. We had to be able to grow through the lessons of the year. We had to decide what things we were going to shed, what things we're going to leave behind. We're still shedding the last bit of that skin, the last bit of those lessons. This isn't who I want to be anymore. I'm not going backwards. I'm only moving forward. I have to leave this skin behind. I have to leave behind the person that I once thought I was, or the political system that I once thought existed. It doesn't exist anymore. I have to figure out how I'm going to grow with this new norm, how I'm going to approach it and moving forward. In February, then we start to get into the energy of the horse. But I've been kind of saying it's going to go one of two ways. We're either going to be done shedding our skin and we're going to be ready to jump onto the back of that horse to be moving forward. As we move forward on that horse, so those are going to be the ones who are going to be leading the gang. They're going to be leading everybody else into the new transition, the new way that things are going to look, our new norm, how we're going to come together as a community, how we're going to fight in battle. Those are going to be our frontline folks. Some of us are going to be left behind because once that horse gets up and gallops, we're not going to be quite ready to jump on them. But that's okay because that leaves us at home to tend to, the gardens and tend to the community as a whole, bringing up the vibration, starting with ourselves, becoming very heart-centered, becoming very aware, figuring out how we can get up on the horse, maybe in another month or two, allowing us to continue to go with that speed. But some of us are absolutely going to be left behind, not in a bad way, but just to continue to grow and continue to use that skin and bury it and allow it to fertilize the fields, allow it to shed beauty as we continue to shift. Next year, the year of 2027, is going to be the year of the fire goat. That's going to be when all of our creative folks that maybe were previously left behind because they had to keep working on their vibrational status are going to have the time to shine. We're all going to come together as one, as we're all changing and we're all evolving. But guys, don't expect that to happen right now. That's just not going to happen. Not at least until the spring. If you're one of the folks that are left behind because you're like, I tried to jump up on the horse and it was just moving too fast. That's okay. That's okay, boo-boo. It just means you have more self-introspection to figure out while you were shedding. You didn't quite make that stance of like, okay, everything's come and gone and I've completely grown and I'm completely ready to move on. Maybe you still have some inner work to do. Maybe you have to be like, all right, the skin is done, but now who am I? Now where am I going? Now what am I doing? Take your time with it. Journal about it. Allow it to bring you forward as you get to know yourself as a person now that you've shed the skin. And allow yourself then to meet your horse and gallop forward. It's not going to be a bad thing, guys. All right, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards. I hope that you are all well. All right, cards, what do we need to know today? I hope that life is treating you kindly. Guys, I have been working on the lesson of understanding that resting my body and allowing myself some downtime isn't necessarily me being lazy. It's me allowing myself that chance to heal. My brain is not liking that. My brain is an anxious mess that wants to move all the time. Always be doing things, checking things off the list, cleaning, getting, going to the gym, etc. But that's just not what my body is doing right now. Okay, we have some jumpers. We are starting with the bear. You have the strength and the resources to bear whatever comes your way. Okay? We are strong enough to bear the burden. And that's kind of what I was saying. Those of us who are left behind because we weren't quite able to get up on that horse and gallop away, it doesn't make us any less strong. It doesn't mean that just because we're not hitting the front lines galloping, that we're not going to take on some strength. We are, because it's going to leave us to have to tend to the community, to tend to the hearts of ourselves. And then once we raise the vibration of self, we can raise the vibration of others and things around us, okay? Then we have Coyote. Expect the unexpected. Sometimes when you're left at home to take care of the forefront, that's going to be where the biggest challenges come, the biggest opportunities for growth come, because you're going to have to stand for your little community. You have to be like, yeah, our fighters are all fighting, at the front lines, but it doesn't mean that, like, you don't still have to face me, Pumpkin, because I'm going to be here on the front lines of my town, protecting it, protecting its integrity, protecting its community, protecting its people. I'm going to be advocating for mental rights and physical rights and making sure that people still get their health insurance in my town in whatever way I can do it, whether it be through protesting or letters to government or whatever. It still means I'm still going to be a force to be reckoned with, and I'm still going to make sure I'm watching all the borders ready for whatever's going to come. Okay? And then we have Giraffe. And guys, when I say borders, I don't mean it in a derogatory term. You all know what I mean. I think we should all love one another. Absolutely. Unapologetically spread love. You all know that. So don't use that one against me. Then we have the Giraffe. Hold your head high. No matter where you be, whether you are one of the ones who are galloping on the horses heading towards the front lines, or whether you're here in the community. Okay, hold your head up high. You can't raise your vibration of self if you don't hold your head high and you say, I'm enough. I'm here for a reason. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of great things. I'm worthy of being appreciated. Because you raise your own vibration, and then other people can feel that vibration. And that's how we take care of our community. That's how we raise things, is by first raising ourselves, taking care of self, pouring into your own cup, okay? Knowing that you are strong. Just hold your head high, okay? Be the bear today. Hold yourself solidly. Stand your ground. Be ready for things to pivot, because they certainly are going to. You're going to be caught unawares. It's up to you to figure out how you're going to react. Are you going to react or are you going to respond? That's something you've got to decide. But either way, hold yourself tall, because you're deserving of so much. I hope that that message serves you well, my friends. Tomorrow night is the Acu Detox. Super excited to be working alongside Lindsay. She's such a beautiful, beautiful soul. And guys, I also have a tarot class coming up. I'll be teaching the major arcana, which are all the heavy hitters, on January 25th. And then on the 24th, I'm going to be at the Earth Magic Shop with a bunch of other readers, offering beautiful messages coming into this new year. I can't wait to see you all. And until next time, so much love. Namaste.